discussing how white your teeth are as well. So we're gonna let you. I am gonna.
I gotta
All right. So I will let you introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your business. Just give us your name, about your business a little bit, how long you've been in business.
Okay, I am Zanaib. I've been doing nails since 2020. I am self-taught, home-based. I really started during COVID. I was actually I think 6, 7 months pregnant when I first started. I really enjoyed nails, and I just was like, let me go ahead and try this. And I just started with the help of my husband pushing me and actually telling me to just keep going and doing it. And then yeah, three years in and still going.
That is amazing.
Want to quit sometimes. I still keep going.
Right. Yeah. No, it's crazy. So you started during COVID. So yeah, that's amazing. We always bring up how COVID really gave everybody that restart to do what you love, or to pursue your dreams and stuff like that. So very crazy that that's when you started and bringing people into your home. So what was that like? What was that like when you started?
Honestly, it wasn't too bad. Mostly with friends and family starting off, and then my first few I guess clients outside of family and friends, it wasn't too bad. I haven't had any issues really, anything major. I feel like everyone's been really nice and understanding and kind of easygoing. I feel like we kind of vibe with most of my clients. I vibe with pretty well, and it hasn't really been an issue. But I feel like sometimes with being home based, I don't know, some people feel uncomfortable coming to someone's house, but I just really enjoy being in the comfort of my home versus being in a nail salon or having my own suite. I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet.
So, I think you are, girl.
Right.
I've seen your work.
Oh,
it's amazing. It's
thank
amazing.
Thank you. Guys.
So how did you get your clients comfortable for you to do their nails inside of your home salon?
I'm not really sure. Like I said, I feel like we just vibe pretty well. With me and you, we vibe really well. The first time, I don't know, our personality just clicked and we were just on from there. And I feel like now you're a really good friend too. So yeah, most
she
of
just
my
has that great aura.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
You can't really tell, but I do have really bad social anxiety, so I kind of I smoke a lot and just get right to it. I'm just gotta go.
Yes, and we vibed over that too, because honestly, I'm like that too. I've worked from home. Out of the 9 years, maybe I will say I've only worked in an office maybe a year and a half out of the last 9 years. So for me, I don't really have to interact anymore or, make small talk. So yeah, for me, being a client of yours coming to your home, I felt that helped me actually. And it does force you to have more intimate conversation where, as you know, we go to the nail salon. If they even speak English, not to say anything, I'm just saying, I don't say anything, you know what I'm saying? I barely, I remember one dude, he just started cutting my nails off. I'm like, wait, we didn't even discuss how I wanted my nails. He's like, well, for longer, it's more. I'm like, well, maybe I wanted to pay more. So no, I appreciate that you create that space. I do. I love it.
Oh, thank you. That's good to hear that you guys feel comfortable coming in. Because sometimes I'm just are they okay? And I know some people don't want to talk, and I kind of get them to talk, but if you don't want to talk and I feel like that you don't want to talk, I'm just going to be quiet and just play some music and just vibe out.
Yeah,
my brother said $5 more.
Right. I'm still shocked that you said you are self-taught. And again, I've seen your work, and
you're so sweet.
Girl, you went to school for 10 years to get, you know what I'm saying, every little detail. Even when I just recently sent you the trending nail thing with the bubbles and the soap, and you was on it like that. And I know plenty of people done sent it to you. But your work is amazing. I can't believe you are self-taught, girl. You dope.
Thank you.
I love it. I come out to come down there and give me a full set.
Yes, please. I would love to do it. Yes, absolutely.
And she does press-ons too, you guys. So she ships. We're gonna plug all of that because yes, I definitely, right.
Y'all need to be praised. You want to see my nail bed? Look, look. I think I'm a medium.
I got you, girl. I got you for sure.
But speaking of, like, say, the bubble nails too, that she just sent you, like, how difficult is it to stay on trend with all of these new things that come out every week?
I can definitely say it's very difficult with like everything that's coming out. It's like before I even start anything, something else comes out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, okay, now I gotta get on this. Because at first I was seeing a lot of the chrome designs and like the abstract chrome, so I was like, okay, let me do that, and I was like making press-ons for that, and then all of a sudden the bubbles, and I'm like, okay, who knows what's gonna be tomorrow? Tomorrow might be so crazy, and you have to literally hop right on it, and you have to. I really just go in. I'll watch like a little video and watch a tutorial, and then I just go in and just practice and try to do what I can, try to get it down.
Because someone's calling, right? Like, can you do that? Like, yeah, now I'm an expert, right? Yeah, she came out last week. My brother said she does feet. You know what? She doesn't. So she's not touching no crusty toes, especially your toes.
Sorry.
No.
Sister has told me.
She doesn't.
She said, I have boundaries.
Yes.
But yeah, how is that though? Yeah, with that. Yeah.
With the feet, okay, so I did one person's feet, and it was the male's feet. It was my cousin's boyfriend. And honestly, that scared me so bad into doing feet, y'all. Like, I was like, no.
See?
Like, no.
So she's out. You know what? He said, beautiful feet like her too. You know what, David? You better stop on this one. That is my own brother.
Right. We have to put you on comment restrictions.
But with all of this, I know that, with you being home-based, your business relies a lot on, like, word of mouth.
Yeah.
So how
100%.
So how does that transfer over to, like, social media? Like, how do you use social media, social platforms to, like, really get clientele?
Right now, Instagram is really like my main social media that I use. I go back and forth between Instagram and then Facebook, but Facebook is too much sometimes. But I'm really trying to get more out there with my Instagram. I know I don't post like I should, and like I don't show my face as much as I want to. Well, not really want to, but as much as I should. Because I don't know, I get like nervous, but it's just hard. Like I try, but it's just like. You have to keep up with the trends with that too as well. With like the trending songs, the trending audio and stuff. Like you have to really be up with that, and it's hard. I'm not even gonna lie.
But you've been doing it.
You've
been doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've definitely seen you come out of your shell a lot in the last year.
I was just gonna say that.
And that's after you coming from off of a break as well. So like I really do applaud you because you did jump right in. And I'm one of those people too. I don't really like to post at all. Like I just want to see a couple funny things out of the day and I'm off. But so I completely understand that. But like no, I do commend you. You have jumped right in. I've seen you like really take on the like trendy stuff. So I'm just rooting for you right now because people need to know you are that dope.
Yes, really because when I seen it, I've seen, like I said, I looked at your work, and I've also seen the sets that you've done for my sister. And I'm like, where is this girl at? Like, she don't have no social media. She was like, yeah, she be posting here and there. But lately, I have really seen a change. Like, you really been coming. I'm like, what's up with you, girl? Like, somebody told her, celebrity done hit the city or something because she's been, like, on it consistent. Like, every time I go to Instagram, there she go. I'm like, okay, like, she really been on it. But it is a lot. Like, social media have you on your toes. And, being an entrepreneur, it really puts you face first, like dive straight in because the money is out there, the clientele is out there. You just have to be willing to accept it, willing to, give it. So I give you your flowers. You've been doing it, girl.
Thank you. You guys.
I'm gonna order me some sets.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes,
But
ma'am.
I know that, with that, I know that many individuals, they do take breaks in their professions. You did for a little while with your nails for whatever reasons. Like, can you discuss that experience? What leads to that? How did you come back and then come back so strong? Like that whole journey.
Okay, so when I took my little break is because, well, me and my husband, we moved into, remember what I was saying, in a townhouse, we moved into an apartment. And at first I really just wanted to just take a break from the whole business aspect and just like go work for someone else, even though I hate working for other people. So I went back to, I used to be an assistant manager at McDonald's, and that's kind of like my kryptonite. Like I kind of use that as like my little crutch when things just like
so
I'm not really
your
like
zone.
wanting to do.
Okay.
Yes, and once I went back and I seen it, I was just like, no, I don't want to be comfortable. I'm too comfortable. So I was just like, okay, I have to get back to it, because number one, I don't like to be told what to do. I like to just be my own boss and do me. So I'm just like, no, I can't do this. And it's so toxic. And I was like, I can't do toxic. There's no work-life balance. I can't be home with my kids like I want to. I can't, me and my husband don't get to spend as much time together. So I was just like, okay, let me just go back to doing my business, because that's my main focus. That's really where the money's at anyways. I'm kind of just sitting here kind of wasting time, letting clients go by and all this go by. So I was just like, yeah, no, this ain't for me no more. But it was really hard. It was hard.
I know that's right. McDonald's already a multi-million-dollar company.
Girl. Oh, they're just so toxic. I just can't.
No, I couldn't.
That was really my biggest issue. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that is a comfort zone. Even my sister and I was talking about that the other day. Like, maybe I should just go back to doing a 9 to 5, and I'll just, keep these as my side hustles, because that's all that they were before. Because the stability of just being, I guess what I made it in my head was, you're being force fed to live someone else's dream. That's how I get back out of it, right? So like you're being paid for your time. What is that worth to you? I have to keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, feeling comfortable is cool, but you're feeling comfortable being somebody else's puppet, doing, living somebody else's dreams. So no, for you to come out of that, especially being in upper management, that is a different level of comfort. Because you say it's toxic, but at the end of the day, you're not going through what you would if you were just working the line. You know what I mean? So I completely understand, like, you getting away from that stable money. And
stable. Girl,
so yeah, being stable or comfortable isn't always the best
thing. I can relate to that too.
Yeah,
I can relate. I'm quick to go get me a job, like, the business ain't business right now, So I'm like, okay, let me just go back to what I know is guaranteed and all that. But when you get back in that environment, you be like, this is why I left corporate America, because y'all don't care about me.
No, they don't. They really
don't care about me. Like, y'all actually got me in here working like an octopus. You know what I'm saying? For a little or nothing. Like, and it's just too much. So I feel sometimes I take breaks as well, being an entrepreneur, and just get away.
Well, it's necessary. I feel like you should always fuel your dream regardless. So sometimes if that is going back to work, sometimes that's how you get your next 6 months to even function as a business.
Right.
So definitely a necessary thing. And if you have that mentality, you are going to succeed, because you're going to do what it takes. So, I commend both sides of it, but I do understand being like, no, I don't want to talk to you guys. I don't want to do that. But I'll ask both of you off of that basis. So how do you then transform that to be a better person for your clients?
Baby, I'm sorry, sis, but
so sorry.
First it's him with the French fries. Now he's talking about the weed.
But yes, brother, sometimes.
I felt like that.
And it be hot in there. I'm sure you're like, yeah.
Like, you want me to flip burgers and drop these fries at the same damn time? Like, come on now. I can't do that. And this lady hollering at me about the ice cream machine being down. Like, it be all types of things, And I try to, stay focused, and I had that mentality just giving up and walking out. But them people, I can't take it.
Right.
They definitely, they get you there every day. Every day. Every day.
Yeah, before David said all that. But for both of you, how do you guys then transform that, become better businesses for people that you want to now employ? Because remember, now you're taking the role of, you want to be McDonald's, right? You want to have people coming in and applying to your business. So how do you transform that mentality of knowing what's broken in the 9 to 5 world, whatever you're doing, and now being a business owner, wanting to scale to that? How do you keep that mindset? Like, what do you do to make sure that you're better?
Well,
that's a good
honestly,
question.
right.
I smoked before this.
Well, honestly, I don't really want to employ anyone because I'll be honest, I don't work well with others. So with me, I do not work well with others. And McDonald's taught me that. It really made me see that. Like, I'm like, I do not like half of y'all. So I honestly just want to just work by myself in what I do. Yes, it's gonna be hard. You know, if I'm doing nails, I'm doing feet, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's gonna just be me. But I would rather be comfortable with just me than employing someone and like having them like take most of my half of responsibility even.
Right.
Like I don't really see myself doing that. I'd rather just handle it myself because I don't want that. I don't want someone calling in and talking about I can't come in. Right. We got like 30 clients. I'm gonna need you to show up.
No, seriously. No, it's a good take on it. But yeah, for you, sis, since you have businesses where you would employ people, how do you keep that in mind?
I just try to,
yeah,
I just try to, my number one thing is communication and just being respectful.
Yep.
You know, I feel like I would have stayed, you know, at a lot of jobs, you know, if communication was key and if people would just respect one another. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, you know, take accountability of my actions and what I'm doing or what I expect. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing or how I'm trying, I want them to do the same thing. And I'm just have to be respectful, like I said, and just communicate. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because people wouldn't mind doing nothing for you for free, for real. You know what I'm saying? If, you know what I'm saying, if you just respect them, respect their time, respect, you know what I'm saying, what they bring to the table, you know, communicate to them, you know what I'm saying, what needs to be done and pay these folks what they worth. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, just be like, because we getting pennies out here. And it's just too much. So that's what I try to take, you know what I'm saying, if I was, because I have an online restaurant, you know, and a boutique. So, you know, what I would want from my employees is just communication and just and respect, you know. So that's my number one thing. And working with jobs and working with corporate America has taught me that. Like, you just have to be patient with people, communicate, and respect them. Yeah. And I'm going to keep repeating that because they don't care about us. Like I said, and it be hard.
All I would never say is that they don't really care.
Yeah, I would never want to put nobody in that situation so where they be like, I don't want to work for you, or I don't want to do this, or even just having that bad feeling. Because I know how it is. Like, I know how it is. You know, and that's why I wanted to start my own restaurant because, people like to do stuff.
David is...
I'm not gonna play with you.
God.
But on that communication standpoint, shut up. On that communication standpoint, I know for you as a nail technician, communication, like you have people booking and stuff. Do you ever have like the issue where people just don't show up, or like they mess up their times, or because that's what would irritate me, especially you're coming to my house too. Like you have to be here at these times. Yeah, like how do you handle that type of stuff?
Honestly, I'm really strict about my policies because I feel like we're adults, and like she said, communication, like I feel like we're adults. You read my policy, it tells you how to literally do everything. And if you have any issues, all you have to do is communicate with me and let me know what is going on. And if you don't communicate with me, it's an automatic ban. I'm so sorry. I'm not dealing with that. I don't have time to waste. They don't have time to waste. So to me, it's like, if you're not going to respect my policy for that appointment or for that setting, I feel like it's going to be an ongoing issue. Right. And instead of, you know, keeping it happening, letting it keep happening, we're just going to just cut it right there. And we're just going to go our separate ways. There's other nail techs and there's other clients. So I just really just communicate, hey, I'm sorry, this is gonna be the first and the last time.
Right.
I can't. I have a family, and like you said, I work from home, so it's like I need for you to communicate whatever's going on. My time and your time is very important. So let's not waste each other's time.
Have you had like an experience where somebody was just, there was like a no-go for that policy, they showed up, or you like, you did?
Recently. Yes, recently.
No.
She was younger.
Spill it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Everything was going good. It was really good, actually. Like, we were vibing and everything. But when it came time to pay, it says in it, you can pay cash.
Yeah.
It has to be paid in cash. And I guess she forgot to bring change with her, and she asked me for change. I don't have change.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pull wads of money out in front of you to give you change. Number one, I don't know what you're gonna do. And I explained that to her, and she giggled in my face as if it was like not realistic. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm like, okay, you're not understanding that. So she sat here for at least like 30 minutes, close to an hour after her appointment, trying to get the money, trying to get the change. And I was just like, okay, no, we're not doing that. We're absolutely not doing that.
At this point,
client,
yeah. Oh my gosh.
I have to go get my sign. Like, it was really an uncomfortable situation for me, because she was like yelling, calling people, hey, can I get this money? She don't accept this, she don't accept that. I'm just like, it's in my policy.
And her nails already done and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know. To me, kind of felt like maybe she thought I was gonna be like, oh, it's okay, just go ahead. You know.
Then give me the full amount that you have, and don't accept the change. No. Come back again. Yeah.
Right. She didn't want to do that. I told her it can go towards her deposit for the next set, or go towards whatever for the next appointment, because I'm going to hold that. Like, if you feel like, you know, it was $20. So I'm like, the next time you book, you don't have to send me a deposit, because I'm already gonna have that $20.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have that change. And she was like, well, I need it for gas and blah, blah, blah. Well, why don't you come and get your nails done? So
yeah, if this last $20 is life or death, yeah.
Right. Like, so it was just such an uncomfortable feeling. And I was just like, no, I can't deal with that. Because I know you read that policy.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Or if you did it, that's on you. But that was that. I ended up banning her literally right when she's doing everything. I know that's wrong, but I did.
She said, we won't have to do this ever again, baby. No, but you do have to protect yourself, your home, your business. So that's really big on making sure that you hold those boundaries. Because I know for me, that's hard in what I do, because I end up just over speaking a lot of times and just providing the additional help that I actually have services for. So that's why it's just like, yeah, you have to, what do you say? People just don't respect your business because they see you're just working from home. Right.
Exactly.
And that could have
been,
that definitely could
have been.
That is 100% true. And I feel that for sure. For sure. Yeah. Definitely. Like, they don't respect my time. And that's why for a little bit, I actually just made myself available just one day a week. And I was just like, no, because there are other people who do want to book. I'm not going to ruin that for them if they want to. So then I ended up opening back my schedule. But I'm just like, do I really want to keep doing this? Because I really don't like that. If you don't respect my time, my effort, like, why? Like, why? Why should I just keep going? I have those moments sometimes.
Well, also, they have to realize if you were paying booth rent somewhere, those styles and the elaborateness that you do on these nails, that would be way more. Like, exactly. So, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to pay my prices, and you have to pay, you know, for your position here for this booth rent. So that's what people don't understand as well. Like, yeah, respect that you're getting this type of service in someone's home. Because most people, if, you know, I know a lot of people doing stuff at their home, and it's not that great. I know some tattoo artists who do stuff at their home, and they're just, you know, they're just learning. So, and you're not getting that experience at all. So, yeah, definitely, I hate that people don't take that serious. But with that,
I respect and communication.
Yes, ma'am.
In that order.
That's my policy. Respecting communication.
Yeah, they don't get it. First thing they say, well, she doing it at her house.
Right.
So you just don't, what make you feel that that's, you know what I'm saying? You can just say that.
Right.
Don't minimize what it took. Yeah, don't minimize what it took to get you CEO.
What if I was doing it on the moon? This is the price, and this is what the policy, and you read it.
Exactly.
Like I said, they don't understand.
So I guess you go through that too, is what you're saying.
That's why I said, let me repeat it again.
You work from home too?
Yes, girl. I do.
Okay. Yeah.
I have an online boutique and an online wing spot, and people just, they don't treat us the same, girl.
No.
But we'll order the same. Yeah. Like they're gonna book the same. They're gonna go through all the steps, but then want to make sure, you know what? You guys are acting
they just going at it, baby. You done started something.
Y'all are so funny.
But sometimes people bring you there, though. It doesn't matter what business it is, honestly. Some people just try you just because they feel that you could just be too nice, or you could be, like I said, like sometimes I'm like, well, I'll give you that gym for free or whatever. And so they think that they come to me all the time and ask me questions. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, I do offer this service. We can sit down for a whole hour and a half, 2 hours. But yeah, they do. They take advantage. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she walk up out of there with her nails. Oh yeah, it's because, so let me apologize, because my brother really wants me to create brother soul sessions. We have 5 brothers. And yes, they are entitled so much now. I think that whole customer service thing with, David, the whole customer service thing with nice, right? That customer is always right thing, I think, really started damaging things where it's hard to even give good customer service. But yeah, he wants to do brother soul sessions on Monday nights. But he wants us to put it together, but them talk.
Right.
So he's showcasing that he can ask things.
I know you said that you were self-taught. My question is, when did you say, or when did you know that this was gonna be it? You was gonna be a nail tech. Like, I know you know what I'm saying, you came up, you taught yourself. Like, when did you knew? Like, because I know you know. But when did you know that she was the goat at this? When did you know that this nail tech was gonna be your business?
Honestly, I'd have to say after the first year, because when I first, I really loved hair at first. I was mainly doing hair, like braids, wigs, so that was really like my first love. And then once I started doing nails, people were like, oh, you're so good. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm just saying that just because they support me. But then once I really put my all into it, I was like, okay, the first year was crazy. Second year, I was like, okay, it's getting better. I would honestly say now is when I'm like, okay, this is really what I want to do. This is I really, one day I will plan on having a suite and having my own space. But I really feel like it was this year. I really feel like after the McDonald's, I was like, okay, this is it for me. I feel like this is God really trying to show me, because every time I try to double back and go do something else, he pulls me right back and he's like, okay, no, this is where you belong. This is it for you. So
girl, say that shit.
Yes. It's gotta be it.
Say that, girl. I am rooting for you. That's what's up.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
No, that's so important, knowing the divine order and being in alignment with what you're just naturally good at. So that's what's great. No, it was right off the bat. So you had been doing hair for all that time, but this is what stuck. This is what you're like, you know what? That's beautiful. Because most people don't even transition into things like that. Once you do hair, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Especially jumping to nails. You might know some makeup. That's what I always see people transition to, just because I think it's just the whole thing. But to go to nails and acrylics,
That was hard. Yeah. I can honestly tell you there were definitely times where I would literally be sitting here crying because I'm like, it's still lumpy. Why is there lumpy?
How you get that apex? Right.
But my husband would just be like, keep going. And the thing he always told me is, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Let me keep going.
Well, that's beautiful. So you have that real support and that cheerleader in your partner. to do what you love. So like, was that always something that you felt like you've had, family, friends?
Yeah.
To just do what you're doing?
Honestly, yeah. Mainly friends, family. My families are just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're doing nails. Well, like my extended family, not like my husband and my kids, but like my family's African, so I don't really like see being a nail tech.
You're not a doctor.
Like
if you're not a doctor.
Yep, absolutely. They're like, nails? I'm like, you guys knew I liked hair. You guys knew I wanted to do anything in the beauty industry. So, but yeah, my husband's just always been just full on it. Just like anything that I'll bring up to him. Even like I told him the other day I want to start doing lashes. He's like, what are you waiting on? Let's do it. I'm like, okay, one at a time.
No, stop me.
That's
like,
what's up, though.
Whatever
That's what's
it is,
up. That's
down.
beautiful.
So, thank you. I really.
So what you waiting on, girl? Lash bed, courses.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have started looking at some. I have some products, but that I don't know. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared with that one because that's messing people's eyes. I'm nervous on that one.
I mean, you mess with people's eyes, hands, the same, you know, because whatever go wrong on their hands, if they touch their eye, you can still get infected, you know. So don't put limitations
She's like, thanks,
on yourself.
Okay.
Don't put no limitations on yourself. You know, just try it. Okay. You don't know if you're gonna be good or fail at it until you try it.
Amen. Yes, for sure.
Oh, you got this.
Oh, thank you. That was so sweet. I'm gonna go to sleep and sleep good tonight.
Well, good. And you know what? And that's what this is. We definitely like to give people who are, self-made their flowers, entrepreneurs. This is a place just to come to not only share your story, but also to vent and release what it's like to be doing this, and people who understand. Because a lot of times, like you said, like your family's African, they don't care about what you think that little business. That's not even a business, that little thing you're doing. You know what I mean? But here, like, we understand what that is like. We talk about that all the time too. Like your family not really understanding, or, sometimes you're putting all of your money into this thing that maybe doesn't seem successes, but you're still pushing for it. So we like to make sure that we showcase that and show everyone every stage of you being in business. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. I love it. I am loving it.
Good.
Like, this is really cool that you guys have this. Like, it really feels like we're on TV or something. Like, this is really cool. Like,
thank you.
This is really dope. I love it.
I'm so happy. And I'm so appreciative that you joined us. Like I said, I met her a few years ago. This was COVID. Yeah. And, I'm already like a person, like I said, I didn't want to go into any more shops. I just moved to Missouri. It was just a weird place. And I was like, oh my gosh, she seems so cool. I think I'm going to book her. And it was instantly, you guys, like her kids, like I call them my nieces and nephews when I walk in the house, because it's the whole vibe, honestly. So I definitely want you to keep pushing. I want you to open up a whole beauty situation salon, because she's really that dope. He said, I'm not.
And I'm going to move right next door with the boutique.
Hey, right.
All the duo collaboration going on.
Yes,
right.
For sure.
Yeah, but every time I had my nails and stuff, people were like, what? Like, everywhere I went, like, your nails are crazy. I had these little poof balls, like, try. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've always got my nails done. But I would never try it. I just trust her. Like, I just would book, like, a freestyle. That's what I love too, because I don't have to think so much of like what colors and what things, you know what I mean? And for her, it was nothing like anybody else had. Every time, as you guys see, if you go to her page at KZeeBeautyy, none of her nails. She's gonna create it from scratch, and I would come in there like, girl, I know I want something like this or whatever, and she has all of everything that you could possibly think of to choose from too. So I definitely push your brand a lot and want you to start sending out those press-ons, because
thank you,
everyone needs them.
Yes, ma'am.
But I guess since I said that, how is it with purchasing, like with all these trends and stuff? Do you just find yourself with too much stuff? Do you have just like too much nail supplies? And
yeah. Absolutely. Like when we were moving, I literally had 7 boxes. I'm like, what is half of this stuff? there's so much stuff that I have. Like I put some away. Maybe one day I feel like I can donate to someone who's starting up or something. No, honestly, because I'm just like, I have so much stuff, and there's like with the new trends that come in, you know, I have to like get rid of the old stuff. So I just have so much, and it's like if anyone who's starting, it doesn't, because I know how expensive it is to just start, to just get started. I am willing to give everyone some stuff. I have so many lamps, so many droves.
Well,
so
yeah, I heard
that.
Oh, so it's just
I
like,
can't do any
crazy.
of it.
It's crazy.
Well, yeah. So like starting, is that what you just do because you don't know what you like or how things really work with each other, so you just have to buy all of that stuff?
Well, when I first started, I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, and Amazon was my best friend.
Right.
And you can get anything off of Amazon. Most of the stuff that I got when I first started was off of Amazon. I didn't know what kind of acrylics to use, so I really just started like dipping and just kind of figuring things out. And then I finally figured out which ones worked best for me when I was a beginner. I used Mia Secret, Young Nails, Valentino, and then there's this new Dynamic, I think Dynamic something that they just brought out. But I know when I first started, Mia Secret was really hard to work with as a beginner because it dried too fast. And then I heard about Young Nails, and then I seen that they dried a little bit slower, so it gave me more time to build up the nail and, you know, get it to the shape that I needed it to be. So then I got a bunch of Young Nails, and then after that I'm like, okay, I want the good stuff. So then I got to Valentino, and I was like, ooh, this is the bougie stuff. So I can charge extra for this stuff. So then I started getting Valentino and stuff, but it just took a lot of trial and error. Just ordering stuff, like you said. Really, I just started just ordering, just playing with it and seeing whichever worked best for me. And even now, I feel like I'm still playing around with it and finding whichever works best for me, especially when it comes to like gel colors and stuff. I don't really use gel polishes. I'm more of an acrylic type of girl when it comes to the nails. I only just use the gel for my press-ons usually, but I'm still trying to find the best one there. But yeah, it was a lot of ordering.
Sounds expensive.
Sounds
like an expensive thing to start.
We're constantly growing and learning new techniques and new ways to do things with the trends. So, you know, it's definitely, you know, an experience.
For sure. An expensive experience. For sure.
Oh, yeah, we're going to always go to the next best thing, or what's out, or what can make our career better, what's, you know, what's the market looking like.
Yeah, for sure.
So with all that, I know that you stated you had a lot of things that you could possibly give, what you went through as a beginner, teaching yourself at that. What advice would you offer in a nail technician?
You said, what advice would I offer a beginner nail tech?
Yeah.
I would honestly say do not give up, and honestly practice. Even now I still have to practice. Like I told you when you sent me the bubble nose, I was like, I'm gonna have to try it, practice. But I feel like you just have to practice. It don't matter how good you get, you constantly have to practice with the new trends coming out. And like right now, duck nails are the thing. I have to practice how to get them flares just right, because I'm a tapered square girl. I like it nice and slim, and you know, so just I'm constantly practicing. I'm constantly on YouTube watching videos, because I'm still self-taught and I'm still teaching myself how to do it. So I would honestly say practice and try what you can. Don't go for the cheap stuff like that. I mean, go for the cheap stuff just to see if you like it, but
to practice. But
once you get there, try to definitely get a little bit more a better quality. Because when it comes to acrylic, I feel like if you get the cheap stuff, it doesn't really work out, especially trying to get clients back, you know, into you know, rebooking and stuff, because they'll chip, they'll start to break, all that. But
so you guys heard it first. Invest in yourself, really put the money in, because I mean, that's what's going to create a quality experience and build retention for your business. So definitely something that goes across the board for most businesses, to be honest. It is really important to invest in what you're doing, because what you invest in is what will come out.
Right. Yeah, I learned that, especially with on the boutique. And I used to just go and get little outfits here and there, and then I used to wash them myself and see how, you know, it did, you know, and how the material and stuff was, and what was not good material and what was bad material. So yeah, now they be like, oh yeah, I pay $100 for this. Because it's just the quality. And that's why I believe when that people used to say quality over quantity. So
100%.
But yes, thanks.
Practice makes perfect, Mom said.
Yes, it really does. And I think that's the hard part. You have to, so it sounds like you really fall in love with the journey of it, of learning something. Like, so you love that, like, oh, I don't know how to do this, I'm going to practice a bunch of time, you know what I mean? You really have to love that stage of it, of your business, because most of the time the end product, you get praise, but it's done. You know what I mean? It's no longer being nurtured. It's no longer something that you really think about anymore. So you really have to learn to love the part where you're just practicing. Anyone do your nails, they're often not clean and you can get a fungus. Yeah, in Vegas, actually, there were a bunch of salons that were having issues with not cleaning their tubs or their materials. So that's what I prefer too. That's what made me switch over from going to all of these different places and actually finding her, because I just wanted to know, like, you just know, I'm only dealing with this person. If anything happens, it's just
to you in Bali?
Right.
That's what happened to me in Bali. Oh no. See? But yeah. If you would have got your nails done by your nail tech before you left, you'd be good.
Yeah. My nail tech. Shout out to Malachi, the nail guy. It's my nail tech. And he's home based, and I love him to death.
Yes. Shout out to the home based tech.
No, seriously, it does. Oh, the chemical they use, you never know.
Probably MMA. That's terrible. EMA.
Oh, really?
MMA
so
breaks it down.
Yeah, we don't even know what they
I don't even know. Yeah.
We just be taking their word for it. It's clean.
Or that it's even gel, acrylic, whatever you're buying.
So ain't no telling what they be saying.
They buy the cheapest of all cheaps, though.
Yeah.
Like, let me not start bashing though, because I go in on the top shop. Oh, I can't stand those. Oh, like, clean your products.
Well, and that's what makes people create their own, though. So no, please do, because that's what inspires you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this better.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And that's actually
because
what did in the beginning for sure. Too.
Oh yeah.
Yep, 100%. Yeah. Because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I had went and got my nails done for my baby shower. And my nails literally turned black. I don't know. I got some type of infection. My whole, like, right here part, all of it just turned black. It was like on fire. And when I thought I was going to a clean salon, because I was like, I would skip salon to salon because they wouldn't get it right. So then I finally went to someone that I really, really liked, and they were in a salon or whatever. And I was like, no, I am not ever going back. I am not. It's not happening. That was in 2019. In 2020, I started
your business.
Like,
wow.
No. Yeah.
What a blessing in disguise, though. I mean, you know.
Right.
And you never know what strange event is going to propel you, though, to really, you know, do your own thing. And you're just like, no, you know, I can do this. But that's a crazy jump, though, still, to be like, I'm not doing this ever again. I could do my own nails. Like, did you ever, like, were you like a person that were always like, you had people over, you're always painting nails, or you just like felt, you know, I can do this?
Well, I was younger. I used to, when I was younger, like in like 3rd, 4th grade, had this best friend. I had went to CVS and I had press-ons, you know, like the press-ons back then was just glue and just the fake nails, like the 20-something piece. I had mine done, and then she's like, oh, do mine. And I did her nails, and she went home to her mom, and her mom called the school and told on me for doing her nails. It's like in 3rd grade. So I always was just into, like, I was like, let me do your nails, or, ooh, do my nails. I don't know. I don't know. I started just doing stuff like that at a young age, not even realizing I was going to get in trouble. I was like, she just wanted her nails done.
Right.
Her mom was really upset.
They must have been really good. She was like, yeah, you can't be doing all this.
Right. David said I didn't know all that could happen.
Oh yeah, for her nail beds turning completely black. So with mine, I have to be very careful. I have very strange nail beds, well, as she knows, and my fingernails just bend for no reason. They're just weird. So I always have to be careful too. People just cutting my cuticle too far down or giving me unhealthy nails, I'm splitting, stuff like that. So it is very important to find somebody that cares about your nail health.
Yes, absolutely.
Nails, I'm telling you, my brother is stupid. They are finally healthy on those press-on nails. Keep your nails from breathing.
He will see you.
Yeah, it's at home. Remember, the whole thing is home base, so that she can see her husband a lot more.
Right. Oh man, you're gonna be funny.
You never know what questions will come in or what comments. But thank you to my brother. He always keeps it live. But of course, we don't have much time. I want to make sure that we plug all of your pages where people can purchase, especially order your press-on nails for people that are from Kansas City, locations, booking sites, all of that.
Okay. Do you just want me to type it in, or
ramble at night? Yeah, we can type it in. You can pin it, ramble it on.
Okay, I will type it into the comments, and then I just pin it at me.
Okay. Yeah, and I think Amanda can pin it into the comments too. Oh, thank you, brother. Okay, that's not all time.
That is my nails. And let me see. For my press-ons. Oh, there we go. There you go. And then
so this is where you guys can find her. All right. And she's on Etsy. So Amanda, you can ask her how to do it.
Girl,
Etsy's so difficult.
I'm gonna inbox you, honey. And you looking for a brand ambassador?
Oh yes, absolutely. I need one that's going to actually let me do what I need to do. So yes, please,
do
definitely.
what you need to do, girl.
She's in Kansas City. Sorry, guys. She's in Kansas City, but she does ship her press-ons.
Yes. All over.
Yeah, Mommy's seen my nails when she did them too.
I can't remember anymore. I don't know.
But yes, go to her page, share, follow, comment. She is really great. Self-taught and just all around great person. I'm so glad that you joined us today. I know that's nerve-wracking. Like I said, I'm not a social media person either. Thank you.
Awesome. I was so nervous. I even told my husband, I was like,
don't be, girl. We be nervous every week. Don't be nervous.
Every week I have a mental breakdown. Yes.
But it was nice to have you. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to another episode of Sister Soul Session. You all can find me on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube at I am Amanda Armour.
Oh yeah. And I am at Holistic Bee or Holistic Brie, both Facebook, Instagram. And of course, follow us at Sister Soul Sessions on Instagram. You can find us also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Everywhere.
Yes. I can't wait to see more of this, guys. This is amazing.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you guys. That will end episode 10. Everyone have a wonderful night, and thank you again for joining us. Tune in next week.
Bye. Bye. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye. You're welcome. Waiting, my sis. Hi.
Did you invite?
I see she just got on. It
Okay.
took a minute long. Let's see. There we go.
Yes, welcome. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Everybody's
Welcome
in.
to Sister Soul Sessions. And this is episode 10, right? We're in double digits now.
Okay.
Episode 10. Yes,
I
welcome.
think we're on 11. You sure we're on 10?
I don't know at this point, but we're double digits. I think we're in 10, but I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
And we can see you though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my brother said our hair is on point. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Because he saw us on Monday. We didn't look like this. Yes, but welcome everyone to Sister Soul Sessions. This is episode 10 or 11. I'm not sure. We are going to be joined by KZeeBeautyy, Zanaib, our nail technician, home-based, self-taught, amazing person. I will let her. Again, you guys, I am Brittany, one of your co-hosts, and I'm joined by my sister. Oh, we lost her, but we'll add her back in.
I'm Amanda. Hello. And welcome to the Sister Soul Session.
You may have to add her back. Hi, Janae.
Oh, goodness.
Her teeth are white, yeah.
He's so fun. I'm trying to add her until she freezes. I can't. Let me see.
Oh, it's frozen on your end?
Yeah, it's froze on my end.
Oh. We got it, bro. Thank you. I'm sure she appreciates that.
Oh, wow.
I'll try to send it back to her and then.
Okay, she said, hold on.
Okay. But yes, I think this episode's 10 though, sis. I think Omar was episode 9. But I don't know, I could be wrong at this point. There she is. My brother was discussing how white your teeth are as well, so we're gonna let you. All right. So I will let you introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your business. Just give us your name, about your business a little bit, how long you've been in business.
Okay, I am Zanaib. I've been doing nails since 2020. I am self-taught, home-based. I really started during COVID. I was actually I think 6-7 months pregnant when I first started. I really enjoyed nails, and I just was like, let me go ahead and try this. And I just started with the help of my husband, pushing me and actually telling me to just keep going and doing it. And then 3 years in and still going.
That is amazing.
I want to quit sometimes. I still keep going.
Right. Yeah. No, it's crazy. So you started during COVID. So yeah, that's amazing. We always bring up how COVID really gave everybody that restart to do what you love or, to pursue your dreams and stuff like that. So very crazy that that's when you started and bringing people into your home. So what was that like? What was that like when you started?
Honestly, it wasn't too bad. Mostly with friends and family starting off, and then my first few I guess clients outside of family and friends, it wasn't too bad. I haven't had any issues really, anything major. I feel like everyone's been really nice and understanding and kind of easygoing. I feel like we kind of vibe with most of my clients. I vibe with pretty well, and it hasn't really been an issue. But I feel like sometimes with being home based, I don't know, some people feel uncomfortable coming to someone's house, but I just really enjoy being in the comfort of my home versus being in a nail salon or having my own suite. I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet.
I think you are, girl.
Right.
I seen your work.
Oh,
it's amazing. It's
Thank
amazing.
Thank you, guys.
So how did you get your clients comfortable for you to do their nails inside of your home salon?
I'm not really sure. Like I said, I feel like we just vibe pretty well. Like with me and you, like we vibe really, really well. Like the first time, like I don't know, our personality just clicked and we were just on from there. And I feel like now you're like a really good friend too. So yeah, most of my
she just has that great aura.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
You can't really tell, but I do have like really bad social anxiety, so I kind of I smoke a lot and just get right to it. I'm just like, just gotta go.
Yes, and we vibed over that too, because honestly, I'm like that too. I've worked from home. Out of the 9 years, maybe I will say I've only worked in an office maybe a year and a half out of the last 9 years. So for me, I don't really have to interact anymore or, make small talk. So yeah, it for me, being a client of yours coming to your home, I felt that helped me actually. And it does force you to have a more intimate conversation where, as you know, we go to the nail salon. If they even speak English, not to say anything, I'm just saying, I don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? I barely, I remember one dude, he just started cutting my nails off. I'm like, wait, we didn't even discuss how I wanted my nails. He's like, well, for longer, it's more. I'm like, well, maybe I wanted to pay more. So no, I appreciate that you create that space. I do. I love it.
Oh, thank you. That's good to hear that you guys feel comfortable coming in. Because sometimes I'm just like, are they okay? And I know some people don't want to talk, and I kind of get them to talk, but if you don't want to talk and I feel like that you don't want to talk, I'm just going to be quiet and just play some music and just vibe out.
Yeah,
my brother said $5 more.
Right. I'm still shocked that you said you are self-taught. And again, I've seen your work, and
you're so sweet.
Girl, like you went to school for like 10 years to get, you know what I'm saying, every little detail. Even when I just recently sent you the trending nail thing with the bubbles and the soap, and you was